Hello there, fight friends. MMA Andy Cotterill here. Special treat today. We've got Aaron Jeffery, who is fighting this Friday night in the PFL 2025 tournament. Aaron, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So this is exciting. It's the start of a new season for the PFL. You're in the middleweight tournament, and it's like it's a fresh start. It's almost like the first day of school. You know, you've taken some time off, or not even necessarily time off, but just you've been away from a fight. You've been practicing, training, having fun, doing whatever you do when you're off, and now it's ready to go back to school on Friday night. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Yeah, like part of it kind of feels like a new thing because it's PFL now, like moving over from Bellator, but
Yep.
it also kind of just feels the same. Like I see a lot of the same faces and stuff. Like at the last Bellator event, they had a lot of the same staff. So, yeah, it feels comfortable here.
Yeah, some of the same fighters too. I know Fabian Edwards is competing as well.
And Dalton Rasta, Impa,
Yeah.
and Josh Silvera, who are both moving down from 205. So, yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces around.
You know, it's funny. We'll take an aside for a second before we get to the stuff I plan on talking about. But you just mentioned Dalton Rasta. Before we spoke today, I just reviewed your fight record and your fight history and just, double checking, refreshing my mind, my memory. And I took a look at Dalton Ross's profile. That dude has got nothing but wins in his column except for the loss to Aaron Jeffery. That's got to feel good to have that in your belt.
For sure. Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about PFL. You're fighting, and I'll try to say his name right. I know I can't. I'll just have to speak slowly. Murad Ramazanov. Tell us about him and what you think and what you know about him.
Yeah, I also do not know how to say his name. I'll assume that you said it the right way. He's good. He only has two losses. They're both to the champ at 170. I'm pretty sure they're both in last year's PFL season. Yeah, he's got 12 wins and only the two losses to a pretty good opponent. So I expect a tough fight. He's a solid wrestler. I think he trains at Habib's gym. They're obviously known for the wrestling. So yeah, I expect him to come out and try and wrestle me.
I have seen that also that he has fought at 170. So to me, that tells me there may be a possibility, without actually seeing him, I don't know, that he could have a lighter frame and maybe he's not as naturally big as you are. Have you had a chance to actually look at him and see him and size him up?
Yeah, I saw him right when I checked in. I think he was checking in too, and he stood up and shook my hand. He was definitely not a small welterweight, so I think the move up in size is probably like suitable for him. Um, but yeah, he's not a huge middleweight. They weighed both of us. I heard his weight too. Yesterday when we both checked in, I was 201 and he was 198. So
Okay, okay.
right around the same place.
Yeah, that's good. So when you did take a look and analyzed what you saw from his previous fights, is there anything that stood out that you saw that might be a flaw or something you can take advantage of?
Yeah, I think he is one dimensional, and that sounds like kind of like I'm talking shit or something, but he's very good at what he does. Like he's a very good wrestler, but you can tell this is kind of his plan A with no plan B. Like this is what he likes to do and what he needs to do to win fights. If you watch the fights that he lost against the champ at 170, his wrestling got shut down and he looked a little bit lost. Like he can't strike. He
Mm-hmm.
offers almost nothing on the feet. And when he can't score takedowns, he just looks a little bit lost.
That might have been something you could get away with 25 years ago or maybe a little bit longer. But these days, you can't even be, it's not that you've got to be a complete 100% professional at every aspect of the fight game, but you have to be well rounded. You have to know how to clinch. You have to know how to stand up. You have to know how to scramble and of course, the ground game. So he might be in it for a really bad night against you.
I would like to think so.
So I know you just mentioned that you went from Bellator to now the PFL. How has your overall experience been so far? I know that you had to sign a new contract for the PFL, and some of the staff are the same, like you said. What is your overall? Do you have like a gut feeling? How are things there? What's the atmosphere like backstage?
It feels the same, man. It was like it kind of feels like it was they eased me into it because I was just with Bellator, and then it became Bellator Champion Series, the first
Mm-hmm.
event, and that was run by PFL when I was in Ireland. So you got like a little taste of the PFL, and there was some different staff. And then there was the fight in San Diego. It felt like it came became a little bit more so PFL. There was more PFL staff, and that was the last Bellator event. And now it's just PFL, and again, I'm like seeing the same people, working with like the same media guys and stuff. So yeah, it kind of felt like they eased me into it a little bit. So yeah, it's been
Nice.
smooth. Hmm.
So I don't know what other people's impressions of you are, like especially down in the States. So I know that you've got such a strong nutritional background, you know, a certified nutritionist, and you've always, ever since I've known you, you've been, your food intake has just been insane, and not a lot. How do I put this more properly? The way you prepare your food, it just seems like it's so calculated, right? Right amount of food and right the good food that you need. Do you think that kind of thing will give you any sort of benefit into not even necessarily this fight, but any fight where other fighters maybe do things more sort of like a old boy school when they, you know, cut a lot of weight and drink a lot of water and that's all they do, and maybe they don't have the best nutrition leading up to a fight. Do you think that's a benefit in your side?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that is basically my career outside of fighting. So I would like to say that it is definitely an important thing to look after is your nutrition. But yeah, like my weight cuts are smooth. Um, I feel like I recover well from training, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel pretty good most of the time. So yeah, I would like to think the diet contributes to that.
Fantastic. So let's move away from the fight proper and talk about the rest of the tournament. So this is a really exciting tournament. Actually, there's some really interesting names in there. The most one that interests me the most is I mentioned this to you before is your friend Impa Kasanganay. He's on the other side of the bracket for you from you. He's fighting Fabian Edwards, who gave you your last loss. I'm sure it'll feel really good. I know you want Impa to win anyway, but if he wins over Fabian, will that give you a little bit of extra, happiness?
Yeah, but not because it's Fabian, just because it's Impa. Like as much as I don't want to fight Impa, I want the best for both me and him. So, like best case scenario, it's me and Impa in the final.
Tell us about Impa and why you took to him, and was it like an immediate attraction between the two of you? Like you knew you guys were like brothers from another mother, or were you just like slowly ease yourselves into each other's lives, or what is it about him that makes him so special and such a good man?
I think it was pretty much immediately that we became best friends. I think we had like one or two sparring sessions and beat the shit out of each other, and that was all it took.
How did you know? Like, I'm really intrigued by this. How did you know? Like, you just like had a good vibe. I know people use the word vibe all the time. My daughter does. Like, what does it even mean? Like, how do you know that somebody is that? Like, I feel the same way. I've got a buddy here where I work. It's like me and him. It's just we do stuff together. We just knew right away. So I don't know if I'm asking too much to have you articulate it, but what's special about Impa that makes you like him so much?
Yeah, at the risk of making this sound like something that it is definitely not. Sometimes when you know, you just know.
Yeah, yeah, no, I got it. That's true. That's really cool, and it's
And
really cool too when you're in the same environment as somebody in the same sport, and you just want the best for them. And so I feel for you. Like, assuming you're both in the finals, it's going to be like one of the most intriguing stories in MMA in a long, long time. Like, I just spoke with Adam Posner, who's of course fighting your teammate Zach Powell in BFL in the main event this weekend, and I really like Adam, but I really like Zach. I'm like, somebody's going to win, but somebody's got to lose. And at a certain point, when you have two people that and you like in a fight, you just hope for the best. They hope they have a great performance. That you hope they both perform to their best, and they reach for the stars, and hope they get out of that fight whatever they want. So I guess that's kind of you and Impa.
yeah, man, it's a small world, combat sports and like MMA specifically, and it's gonna happen. Like if you know enough people in the sport, it's gonna happen. Like I already know I have teammates at Killcliff that have fought guys from Niagara Top Team, and I've had
Mm,
actually this last time I was down there multiple times, guys telling me, "Hey, I got offered this guy as an opponent. What do you think of him?" And they're like my good friends from home. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, it's a small world, man. So it's gonna happen.
All right. So it's Monday night right now. Weigh-ins are Thursday. What's the rest of your week looking like? Are you just sort of taking it easy? Are you any more training, like fight, sparring, or anything like that? Or is it all just like keeping your body lubricated and staying healthy until it's weigh-in time?
Yeah, pretty much all the workouts now are just kind of like sweating and having fun and moving around, like nothing too crazy. I did a little one this morning. After we speak here, I'm gonna go wrestle around with Clayton a little bit, and then yeah, a couple like easier workouts, a couple easier workouts this week, and in the weight cut and everything, and yeah, otherwise chilling.
So who is this Clayton you're talking about? I saw like a sort of a pasty white noodle coming in the side of the frame a second ago.
He just got here.
I'm working on it,
He's
bro.
working on the tan now.
All right, there, fans, if you're not sure, that's Clayton Pye. He is a welterweight, also out of Niagara Top Team, come down to help Aaron on fight week. And Clayton, how you doing, man? How was your trip down? How are you? You must be excited for this week.
Yeah, it's good. I just got in, so like AJ said, we're working on the tan. We're getting there, but I don't need the tan for these fucking guns to look huge. We're doing good.
You're in the right place for it. Just go outside for a few minutes and you'll help yourself out. But Clayton, you are actually the first fight that was announced. You're going to be in BTC 29, and when is it? May or June?
June 7th.
June 7th. That's exciting. How do you feel about that fight?
I feel great about this fight. The guy's got a lot of experience. He's got, I think about
Almost
18
fights.
18 fights altogether.
Yeah.
So he definitely has the ring time, but that's not to say that I don't have the experience either, right? Like I have thousands and thousands of hours international competition for wrestling, and then I have my 5 pro fights and my 6 amateur fights. Like I don't think people take that into consideration too much when they're considering like, oh, look at all the fights this guy has. I'm still in my 20s. I will be 30 by the time the fight happens, but right now I'm still 29, so I still got a lot of spunk. This guy's a little bit older, so I think I can probably, if I have to, take him the 3 rounds and ideally, make it 3 for 3 with the first round finishes. But if that doesn't happen, that's fine too.
That's exciting. I'm excited for you. I'm pretty sure I don't think I'll be able to be there just because of my schedule, which sucks because I love watching you fight. You're an exciting fighter. But Aaron, so are you. I love watching you fight, and I guess I'll be watching it online because I'm not even in Canada right now. But I just want to thank you guys very much for speaking with me. I appreciate it. I know it was a bit of a struggle for us to sort of merge our timetables. So on Fight Week, nonetheless, you were very gracious, and I appreciate your effort and your time. Is there anything before we get going? Is there anything you'd like to say or anything you'd like to add?
Not really. Check out the fight. It's Friday in Canada. I think it's going to be on DAZN. So yeah, check it out.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. There you go, fight friends. We have Aaron Jeffery fighting in the PFL season opener this weekend, this Friday from Florida. Make sure you watch it.